I'm trying to make a video. Can you get your hands off me?
Dinner's ready. I've got lipstick on my teeth.
Yeah, you got lipstick. Hey up, Duck, how's it going? Mad Fades Vintage here, doing a packing video. Fingers crossed we can find them all, because I've tidied up. Should be a bit easier now and a bit quicker. Okay, starting off with this Pendleton shirt. This is quite an old one, from the 70s. It's not in the best condition. It sold for £33.99 on an offer from 40 quid. But I'm happy with that because we don't pay much for Pendleton shirts. I think we pay about £10 per piece. So that's pretty good. Okay, a few interesting pieces. Not usually the type of thing that we'd like to list on eBay, but this came out of the shop and it was reduced. It wasn't selling in the shop. It is a North Face high vent puffer jacket in brown. We sold it for £65, reduced from 80. I think we had it listed at priced up a similar amount of money in the shop, 80 quid, and there was no interest. It's because there's no fur on the zip, but on the whole, I mean, it's really good condition. Other than that, it's pretty immaculate. So I'm surprised it didn't sell for 80 quid, the asking price, because looking at the comps on eBay, 80 quid was a good price. This is a really cool feature. So yeah, I'm guessing you would put like a small MP3 player in there and then have the headphones going through to your head up there. So I thought that was cool anyway. Okay, this is another brand we don't really sell online, but sold quickly on eBay. This is something that couldn't sell in the shop for 30 or 40 quid, so we listed it online for 25. My nephew George is doing a lot of photography for me at the moment, and he's doing a really good job of it. That probably would have cost us about £5, and it sold for 25 online. Happy days. Okay, let's see if this tidier system works, because we've got a Patagonia, that's the box for the monitor. We've got a Patagonia Better sweater here, sold for £23.99. That was the listed and asking price. There we go. I think it cost us about £9 or £10 all in from our wholesaler. Again, this was something that didn't sell in the shop, so we listed it cheap online and it sold. We've got a huge quantity of Patagonia coming to the shop very soon, so I need to shift the old stuff that nobody's interested in. Okay. Next up, we've got a pair of chaps. If you don't know chaps, they are for horse riding. I think this is them. They go on your legs when you're a cowboy. Look after your legs if you're doing any work. They're made by Filson, these ones are in particular. Let's have a look what they sold for. Another eBay sale. I hate eBay sales at the moment because of the fees. They sold for £59.99. We reduced them from £69.99 to £59.99 and they sold instantly. Okay, we got a few pairs of jeans. Starting off with a kid's pair of polo jeans. I can see them poking out here. These cost £1 and sold for 14. Now, I'm trying not to list cheap things, but I can buy in bulk kids stuff, £1 a piece. So sometimes it's hard to say no, and it does tend to sell quite well in the shop. I'm not sure why they got listed. I think George just photographed them and then we thought we'd chuck them up. Okay, next up we've got a pair of Levi's 505C. You can see them poking out here. 505C is different. Sometimes they're orange tab, sometimes they're red tab. They're quite a slim pair of jeans, so they do often come back, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. But they're an orange tab. They're what we call a new rinse wash. Very similar to the LVC pairs, but they are a modern silky tab, so not quite as valuable. These were made on the 25th week, I don't know if you can see that, of 2016 week year. Don't know if I said or not. They sold for 30 quid. Good price for them, really. Next up, we've got a pair of True Religion jeans. They sold for 40 quid. These are good sales for me. We buy jeans for about £5 a pair, sometimes 4, and these sold for 40, so that's a great profit times in 10. They are really horrible. Okay, Clark's boots Gore-Tex. Probably undersold these a little bit. We sold for 32 quid, and they're a good size and good condition. And there we go, I knew they were somewhere around here. There we go. Yeah, very, very clean Gore-Tex, look out for that. The sole's pretty immaculate, the laces are nice, and the insides are pretty nice too. So Before now, we've sold these for maybe 50, 55. I took an offer on a pair that had been sat around for quite a while. I think we'd had them up for about 6 weeks. 32, not bad. Okay, looks like there's a little bit more on Vinted than I initially thought. So, let's have a look what we've got. Starting off with a Filson 620 for 140 quid. I think I know what that is. Got quite a few Filsons that look really similar. It is a large. That's got to be it. This should be the 620. You can see what a pain it is getting in and out. I just haven't got the space. Let's double check it looks the same. Yes. I've got a little skew, my own kind of weird skew. Okay. Yep, I can confirm that's the correct item. I'm happy with £160 on that. Although the retail on them is about £4.50, believe it or not. But as you can see, it's not in mint condition. This is workwear. It's already been used heavily. The reason I'm selling things a bit cheaper is because we've got a massive Filson delivery on its way. And I pay after it's delivered, and it's quite an expensive load this time. Me when things like this come up, but these were £10 at a car boot sale and they sold for £40 on Vinted. And Eloise, my wife, has come to tell me something.
Dinner's ready. I've got lipstick on my tooth.
Yeah, you got lipstick. And the dogs are here. Dougie, Crumble. Now that's going online. What's for dinner?
Cottage pie.
You had to think about that. Homemade cottage pie, happy days. Yeah, so £10 into 40. I think they were listed for 50. They should have sold, but maybe.
So you bought from Italy?
Yeah, maybe.
Very expensive.
Maybe I overpriced them. Still, 40 quid, £30 profit's not bad. Now, Ellie,
Yeah.
you going to your horse?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a kiss then, see you later. I'm trying to make a video, can you get your hands off me? Give me a kiss then. You can leave lipstick all over me. Like, bugger off.
Like, can I say something?
What?
I cut that by grating my finger.
What, especially on my
For your-
cottage pie?
Yeah.
Well, they're my wife, you meant to.
What do you do for me?
Is that enough?
I've got gravy on my ring finger.
Okay, pair of rab trousers. These cost £5 a week ago and we sold for 34 quid, which is pretty good. Go on, away.
The dogs don't be too long.
Yes, 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 yes. Bye bye. Bye, Crumble. Go on. Good boy. Geez, just trying to do some work. Pair of jeans, £35. New with tags though. Dead stock. They're not new. They're like old new. So we call them dead stock. They're should we date them whilst we're on? So they're a pair of Levi's 505s. They sold for 35, reduced from 50. Made in Lesotho, which is I think Mexico, and the year is 2006. So they were made in the 12th month 2006. So they're 19 years old, not bad. They're a really good pair of jeans, to be fair. 505s, modern 505s are absolute garbage, whereas these slightly older ones are better. These are okay. 28-inch waist 501s, sold for 30 quid. Very hard to sell in the shop. They are a vintage pair again. I'll show you how to date them. I think a woman's going to wear them. Where are we? I think they're made in UK, these ones. Made in UK, factory code 299, 15th week 1997. Cool pair. Really good condition considering they are, what, 28 years old? Love it. Okay, next up we've got a pair of Levi's Made in Crafted sample pair jeans, sold for 50 quid, 32-inch waist, 28. Let's find them. Here we go. This is our old company, Stone Vintage Co. They're a nice pair of jeans. I don't think they're salvage. They are Japanese denim and they sold for 50 quid. Yeah, they're not salvage, but they're a lovely pair. There we go. In a lot of denim and trousers again. It used to be my bread and butter, and there isn't much I don't know about Levi's, and obviously a lot of denim, so that's a good stack of jeans. Let's have a look what else we got. Okay, got a bit of a boomerang piece here. Is it there, or might be here? So Starting off with a really cool red shirt. Here we go. This found its way back to me. If you don't know this brand, and Sons, the quality is really good. I don't think it's made in the UK, but that's what we call like a bowling shirt. It was listed for 50 and it sold for, sorry, don't know what it sold for, 31, which is obviously a bit crap, but it didn't owe me much. I bought a whole bunch from one dude and I've made my profit on it, in all fairness. This is a better sale. At our shop, Mad Fades in Penkridge, Stafford, we sell a lot of pretty green, aqua scutum, football factory stuff. Obviously loads of Stone Island and CP Company. This sold for £59.98p. Men's large, pretty good condition, and it has got the kind of like the paisley hood in as well. So something any Liam Gallagher fan would be proud to wear. But I think it cost £10, sold for 60, so I'm chuffed with that.
Posted out that did seem to be an element a while back. I don't know if it's still the case, but certainly a couple